Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is LK coming to you from Gary, Indiana. As you see, I'm in the maintenance bay, and blessings to God. No, I'm not broke down. No, there's nothing wrong with my truck, man. I knock on wood. I'm just here getting an oil change. It's 10:30 at night on a Sunday. Um, and today's video is just talking about some of the downsides of being a company owner. What you got to do to keep this on your chest. Instead of it saying driver, it says owner. So this is some of the things that we got to do. One thing that a lot of people don't realize, especially when they talk about getting a truck company and having multiple trucks, especially when you're small and you don't have like access to a maintenance bay right where you park, or you have mechanics that come take care of that stuff, or people that come take care of it for you, is that you have to sometimes get up and do stuff on your own, because you have to factor in so many different things on why things need to be done. So, for example, PMs. When I say PM, for you those who don't know, that stands for preventative maintenance. So I'm here getting an oil change. They're going to check some stuff under the hood, check the coolant, trans fluid, diff fluid, kind of inspect the truck, make sure everything's good to go. So people may be asking, well, if you're an owner, why are you out at 10:30 at night on a Sunday getting an oil change when you could have just had your driver do it while he's in the truck, or while he's doing his 10-hour break or whatever? Well, I'll tell you, this is the reason. You as an owner always have to remember that, yes, you do have employees, but those employees are human. So what I mean by that is this. I'm not a fan of having my drivers, or even myself, doing PMs during, let's say, 10-hour breaks, because that's your break. That's the time where you get to relax. For a lot of people, that's the time that they get to be on the phone on FaceTime with their families. That's the time where they can kick their feet up, go get showers. That's the time where they can just lay in bed and watch TV. That's their personal time. And for them to even just be sitting in a truck while getting a PM, it's still, I don't want my drivers to be interrupted on their 10-hour break. The same way that I don't want to be interrupted when I'm at home, when I was working for other people. I don't want to be interrupted at home when I'm spending family time. That's the same thing when they're on the road. On the weekends, my drivers work Monday through Friday. So when my driver comes in on Friday and he's done for the week, then he's done for the week. That's family time. Because we have to realize, as company owners, especially of trucking companies, this applies to all businesses, but a lot towards trucking companies, because us truck drivers are gone for long periods of time. Even just being out for one night is still one night away from our families. So we have to factor that in. So I'm out here on a weekend getting a PM because my driver's at home. Not only am I factoring in the fact that my driver's always gone, so he needs to have as much family time as he can on weekends, I'm also looking at logistically, looking at my day-to-day operations. Why would I have my truck down at any point? Even if because like I said, I refuse to have my driver do anything during this 10-hour break unless he absolutely has to, like, repairs or whatever. Like, if it has to be done while he's on the road, then yeah, if he can do it on a 10-hour break, that'd be great. But for things like PMs, no. And you might say, well, why don't you just have him do it before he starts off on Monday? Well, reason being is this. Why would I take a truck off the road on Monday when I could just get up myself on the weekend and just get it done? That's downtime that is costing you money. And that's the whole reason why we got trucks out here. The reason why we're so tired doing all the paperwork, stuff like that, is so we can get some money. So, yes, when your truck is down, that theoretically does cost you money. And on top of just the repair itself and the truck not moving, you're also paying your driver to go and take the truck to wherever it goes. So, like, if I have my driver drop a truck off or pick a truck up for maintenance or whatever, I pay him $50, because that's the least I could do for him taking his time out to go do something for my truck. Because at the end of the day, you got to realize that these company drivers, this is not their equipment. They're not going to take care of their stuff like it's theirs, because it's not their truck. So, you have to, whenever they take your truck anywhere, it's doing them a favor. They're doing you a favor. So, you have to compensate them and their time. Time away from their family. Um, and as far as like other downsides to running trucks, especially when you got multiple of them, is that all while your trucks is out, no matter whether it's Sunday, it could be Christmas. If you got a truck on the road, you're working. That phone can ring at any moment, and if it's an emergency, guess who has to go? You. If your truck gets into an accident, guess who they calling? You. Truck breaks down, who are they calling? You. So, I mean, even if you have owner operators out on the road, you while they're on the road, you're working. So that's the reason why I try to have trucks parked for the weekend. So that way, when I'm at home Saturday and Sunday, I can just be at home Saturday and Sunday. You know, when you're a company owner, especially a truck company owner running multiple trucks, it's about time management. So you, again, people may say, well, why did you wait so late on Sunday? Why didn't you just get up Saturday or Sunday morning to go do this? Why are you doing it so late? Well, it's because of this simple reason. I was spending time with my family. I'm not going to get up. I'm going to sleep in because I've been working all week too because I drive on the road as well. You know, so I'm going to sleep in when I can. And the reason why I'm out here now is because I spent all Saturday with my family, all day Sunday with my family. And I put my son to sleep today. You know, tonight, right before I came, I put him to sleep. You know, hung out with the old lady, made sure that everybody ate, had dinner, sat down and ate with them, all that jazz. And now that they're, you know, my son's asleep, lady's about to be asleep, you know, I came out here while everybody sleeps so I can maximize the time with them. Because on top of thinking about the driver's family, I have to think about my own as well. It's a struggle, but it's a work-life balance. It's really hard to balance sometimes. But it's something that we have to have, especially as owners of any business. Because even if you have a storefront, if your alarm goes off in your storefront, guess who they're calling? You. So, like, the whole message of this video, I guess, is make sure you have a work-life balance. Just because you own something, you can say, oh, I'm the boss, I'm the owner, does not mean that you get to slack off. Just because if you're blessed enough to be at the point where you don't have to work every day, that does not mean you get to slack off, because there are some real downsides to this. Being woken up at 1 o'clock in the morning because something happened to a truck, you know, I've done that already. Drivers lost, they just need directions. Done that. You know, so it has a lot of upsides, but we also have to remember that there's downsides to this stuff too. We're going to have to do stuff that we just don't feel like doing. And the reason why we're doing stuff that we don't feel like doing is to maximize the stuff that we do like doing. And that's making passive income, making money without having to work for it. You know, so that's the big thing for this video. Just make sure you have a work-life balance and know that everything is not 100% glamorous. There's still hard work and weird work that has to be put in for you to maintain being the owner of anything. Because if you're not willing to put in that work and you're not willing to make some sacrifices, you might as well just stay an employee. I mean, no shame, everybody's not made to be a boss, but, you know, that's just what it is. That's what it takes, you know, is that you just got to get out and do what you got to do sometimes. So with that being said, this is LK signing off from beautiful Gary, Indiana. If you haven't heard it today, I love you. I believe in you. You can do anything you set your mind to, as long as you just reach out and do it. Peace and love. LK signing off.